I'm Tom Goodrow. I'm from Lockheed Martin. For those who don't know Lockheed Martin, we're headquartered in Bethesda, not too far from here. We're a premier systems integrator, doing design, development, engineering, manufacturing, and sustainment of advanced technology products and services. Next slide, please. We're very experienced at working with international companies in support of international programs. We have an unmatched performance record in establishing partnerships with industry and have accomplished over $37 billion in offset obligations to date in 40 different countries. So as we work with countries around the world on different programs, oftentimes governments want local execution, local performance, and us to work with local companies in the satisfaction of those programs. And I think we've got an operational approach that's very effective to do that. Next chart. One of the things that's important to us is that we are, in fact, motivated and committed to an ethical business conduct. We certainly are governed by U.S. laws, local laws, United Nations laws and regulations as a result of our business. We take that very seriously, and the partners that do business with us have to be aware of that, have to fully understand it, and ensure that they can comply with that as they work with us. Because the obligation is not just ours alone, but the obligation extends into our supply chain at the first tier, the third tier. We also are committed to community activities, whether it's the USO, the Red Cross, or other activities overseas. Next chart, please. We have 4 business areas in Lockheed Martin. The space company does about $8 billion in sales in 2008. Of course, they have satellite products and services, as well as strategic missile programs. The aeronautics company, I'm sure you all are well aware of our products there with fighter aircraft, the C-130 air mobility solution, as well as some surveillance programs. They did about $11.5 billion in sales in 2008. Our electronic systems business area does missiles and fire control solutions, naval programs, simulation and training programs, both for military products and non-military products. And then there's some surveillance and monitoring system solutions that they offer as well. They did about $11 billion in business. And then lastly, our information systems and global services business also did a little over $11.5 billion in sales, doing civil programs, federal information technology programs, and global services programs. Unlike some of the other defense contractors that have consolidated their logistics or support business into one business area or line of business within the company, we've decided to keep them within these 4 business areas because we think it's important that the support solution be aligned and coupled with the engineering and product support associated with true life design, mitigating diminishing manufacturing source issues, as well as just enabling modernization upgrade through spiral releases of those products. This creates some challenges, though, for partners to know where in the company you're supposed to go to introduce yourself and get connected with people doing the various different business programs. Next chart. This is a nice summary chart that talks about our global presence and the business. We have no immediate partnering opportunities in the Baltic states, but we do believe that there's future opportunities in the mid to long term. So my message to you here is if you're interested in working with us on programs associated with our products or solutions, don't be afraid to introduce yourself. I have some material, a slide a little later in the deck here that gives you some guidance on how to do that. But we have about 35,000 of our 146,000 employees involved in international programs. It's a lot of folks working on a variety of different projects or programs for our allies and international customers. And again, those span the gamut of both what I'll call military programs as well as government programs, census solutions to collect data for the government, information technology services to help governments execute their mission better. Next chart. We do have a wholly owned subsidiary that we acquired in 2006 by the name of Savvy. Some of you may have been introduced to them in the freight business with their RFID tags, both passive and active. RFID stands for radio frequency identification technology. Sorry about that. I think there's a short down there somewhere. In any case, the business provides more than just tags. They also If you can't hear me, let me know. They offer solutions and services to optimize supply chains and a range of product offerings For the global transportation network that's used by the Transportation Command, U.S. military freight moving in and out of the United States and around the world, we basically provide the software solution as well as the tracking technology to monitor those shipments. Today, about 35,000 shipments a day are tracked through SAG technology tools. Next chart. You can see here that we do have a presence in Eastern Europe. Our Warsaw office is the place for the Baltic states folks to introduce themselves. Roy Panzarella is there full-time and has regular travel into the Baltic states. We also have headquarters in a number of different regions. So if you have interests outside the Baltic states, don't hesitate to introduce yourselves to the offices at these locations. Next chart. Next few charts are basically my, I guess, my cookbook for doing business with Lockheed Martin, and you can read it for yourself. But I think it's important that the prospective partners be proactive about introducing themselves and their capabilities and their interests. Certainly in countries or programs where we have set-asides, we're committed to doing what's best for the customer and creating value, even if it is a directed part of the program to do that locally. If there's a problem with us satisfying that, oftentimes we'll engage in development programs to establish capability in a country, such as a maintenance service center or warehousing solutions. But we'd much rather work with established partners that are capable than establish capability in the country. Fundamentally, though, we're committed on best value to our customers, and suppliers need to come to the table with an understanding that they have to communicate how they contribute to not only our success, but our customers' success. And I did touch earlier on complying with not only local laws, but U.S. laws and UN regulations. Next chart. Our takeaways are that international business oftentimes takes a lot longer than people imagine. And we have the patience and staying power to work with customers, our international government customers, over the long term. A deliberate planning process helps us best. And oftentimes if you want to know what are we doing now, what are we doing in the future, you can take a look at what the government customers are asking us to do or have planned to ask industry to do for them. And that's where we're relying on our resources and efforts to support those customers. And lastly, if you wait for us to call you, you probably end up waiting a very, very long time. All right, next chart. So connecting, I encourage you, this is Roy Panzarella's contact information here on the chart. Don't overwhelm him with more than he needs to know, but don't underrepresent what your capabilities and interests are either. Certainly an email is not a bad way to start. And our website offers a rich set of information as to what our business areas are doing, what programs are underway today, and in some cases what we're actually doing in each specific country. So do take advantage of what's available publicly. Do not send us large attachments, please. And with that, I hope to have contributed to getting you back on schedule.